And we are joined live by TSN Radio's Matt Cauz. Matt, thank you so much for joining us. You know, when I was hearing Mark Shapiro talk, he had this sense of I got really the sense from him that the culture that the Blue Jays are in, that how much they love each other, how much the wives are invested too in the city, it really starts from the top down. He says he wants Toronto to be the best place to play and to work, and I really got that sense from him. What do you think?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And you saw it in every round of the playoffs when the Blue Jays would win and they'd celebrate. The players were there, the wives were there, the family was there, the children were there. So you could see that sense of camaraderie. I mean, the cynic would say, well, winning always helps culture. But the pushback there is Shane Bieber elected for the player option. He's coming back this year. He could have tested free agency. He could have freed himself from the Blue Jays and probably made a lot more money. But he opted in on his player option for a one-year, $16 million deal, even though he could have got more money elsewhere. I think that is an example that shows there is a high level of camaraderie and respect among the players within this organization.
And Matt, yeah, the Blue Jays also announced their end-of-year roster moves. I think the big question everyone has right now is Bo Bichette. Where is he going to go? What's the latest we're hearing on that?
Yeah, I think Bo Bichette will go and test free agency. And Ross Atkins said the reason why they haven't had any negotiations is they respect that, Bo and his agent are going to at least want to see what's out there. And there's going to be a lot of bidders for Bo Bichette. He will be 28 years old next year. He's one of the top hitting shortstops in baseball. He can hit. We saw he could play second base. He could play third. There's going to be a bunch of teams out there that are going to be after him. Hopefully, the Blue Jays have shown they'll spend the money. They spent it on Vlad. They spent it on George Springer. So they should be able to match whatever offer anyone does. And my message to the Blue Jays, and it's easy for me to say, it's not my money, but if they got to overpay, you overpay for Bo Bichette. Because if you go on deep playoff runs, the additional revenue that comes into your organization is well worth it.
You know, every player has to do what's best for them, but I wouldn't be surprised if they all made a pact with each other saying, hey, we're all coming back next year, but don't tell anybody else. Now, Mark Shapiro did say that you can't recreate exactly what happened. It can't be identical to last season, but he says we have to be better. So how can they attract talent from outside and become even better than they were this last season?
Yeah, the main thing that they can do beyond bringing back Bo Bichette is they've got to find another pitcher, a guy that's under control for a couple more years, because Kevin Gausman and Shane Bieber have one-year deals. So we don't know what's going to happen to them after this year. Beyond that, the main way you attract other players is, well, the Blue Jays win. They got to the World Series. They were 5 outs away from winning the World Series. Also, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., he signed that 13-year-long deal. So any free agent knows, okay, I'm going to a place where there already is a star in place, where there already is a #1 bat. And then if someone like, say, Trey Savage continues to improve, well, then other free agents know, okay, here is a frontline, really young starter. That's the best way to do it. The Blue Jays will be able to match almost any team with money, but it is about culture. And at least there's a proof of concept that if you come to Toronto, you're going to win. You're going to be cheered for by an entire nation, and you're going to have a fan base that is going to be behind you.
Absolutely. It is a proven team now. Thanks so much, TSN Radio's Matt Cauz. We appreciate your time today talking some Jays.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Take care.